Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. My name's Nobby. Thank you for tuning in to episode 6 of our EVE Online new player experience playthrough 2024 tutorial type thing, whatever you want to call it. Let me get to the login screen. I am on the login screen. It has been about a week since I last recorded a couple of videos. We've had a hectic week. I won't bore you with the details. If you're watching the Path of Exile playthrough, you'll know. But we have trained up 2 more skills while I've been away, which is why you always want to have something in your training queue, especially if you're likely not to log in for a few days. So let's get logged in. We've made a little bit of money. We've made 3,000 disc. That would have been a bounty on one of the little rats, I reckon, when we were doing that mining. And we've also got an unread mail. Possibly just a corp invite, maybe. It's worth mentioning as well, guys. I'm doing this in an order that I'd recommend you do it in. So do the basic bitch tutorial that it forces you to anyway. That'll get you through a couple of basics. Then you want to go and do these career missions, and I am doing them in a specific order. We've done the Explorer first. We're doing the Industrialist Producer, which we've just finished, because we get a bantam during the Explorer, and then at the end of the Industrialist Producer, we literally just use that bantam for one of the mission completes. We're now going on to the Enforcer, so we're going to get a little bit of pew-pew action now. All right, we're still in our venture, the mining ship. I do want to check what skills we've got queued up. Mining upgrades, what have we got? We've still got 13 days of skills queued up. Bit of social, industry. I am working on, right, okay. We have done scanning all that we can at Alpha Clone. All these little yellow dots now mean we need to be an Amiga before we can do them. And that is all the skills in scanning. I can just look for can train now. There's none. My skills, these are what I've trained. All skills is always good. Okay, so we are done on scanning. There's a reason for this. I want to do specific training skills ready for the videos that come at the end of this career agent playthrough. Also, mining, resource processing, it probably is, isn't it? Let's have a look at my skills. Salvaging, mining upgrades, we're just finishing that to level 4. I do also want to look, let's have a look at the ship tree, if I can find him. That's the map, fitting. Is it here or is it not? It isn't. Right, okay, let's go find ship tree. Here we go. So what we're looking at, these are the Caldari ships, so you can see where you can get to before you need Amiga. So we can run a Cormorant destroyer, we can run a couple of frigates, a couple more destroyers there, Corax and Cormorant. We can run a couple of cruisers, we can run a battle cruiser, the Ferox, a few battleships as well we can run before we need the Omega clone. So it does tell you. What I'm looking at are the ore ships, the Venture, the mining frigate. This is the only one we can use. If we want to go better than the mining frigate, we need Amiga clones to get into the barges or the tier 2 frigates. We also need the Amiga clone for this ore hauler, the Noctis. Now it does say that's an ore hauler. There is one that I use, one of the Galent ships, and you can get that fairly early without having to be an Amiga. It's one of these ships here. One of these is that's mineral hold, that's cargo hold, mining hold. Here you go, the miasmos. This is one I'd use if I was just mining ore and I wanted to ship that ore back to a station to sell. I'd be using the miasmos. You can use it as an alpha account, train up to use that, job done. You can view requirements. We'd need Galent hauler level 1. We've got Spaceship Command already. That's the only skill we'd need, and we could then use that as an alpha clone, and that will hold a lot of ore. The reason I was here, though, let's go back to the Venture. Mining frigate bonus per skill level. 5% bonus to mining yield. So I want to get that as high as I can. So mining frigate, level 4, we've already trained it. I can't train it any further, so I am absolutely maxed out on what I can do pretty much with this venture now to get all the bonuses. So, on our skill plan, we are working on mining upgrades 4. That will help with the upgrade laser. We've done the drones because I've shown you how to use them. We can now carry 2 drones, so our venture is safe from rats. I'm just working on a bit of industry, which will give us a reduction in manufacturing time. We've not done a lot of manufacturing at the minute because, as part of that industrialist tutorial, or career missions, I should say, we did just buy most of the stuff that we needed, because you buy it, you complete the mission, you get more money back anyway. So I'm working on a bit of that. A bit of social will help. That'll give us bonus to faction increase or standing, which is the rep. Connections as well also does the same. It's worth having a couple of them trained up. So I am looking at mining upgrade, salvaging, production, industry. We're cranking up. Let's have a look at all skills. I can do mass production. We're missing the skill book. And then alternatively, now we're going to go and do the Enforcer career agents. He is probably going to give us a few skills that we can learn. And what we can also do from the skills is go into these predetermined plans. We've done Alpha Miner, we've done Hauler, we've done Industrialist Producer, and Entrepreneur. We're pretty much done and dusted, I think. Trade level 3, marketing level 2, spaceship command level 4 would be what we want to complete that. So Enforcer, for example, we could do Caldari Enforcer. It's suggested for a starting career. Skill plan contents. Again, we've got most of these at level 1 already, so we could just whack them in. In fact, let's whack them in. Yeah, pop them in. Why not? They'll come down the bottom. We may need some of them for this next batch of missions, which is what we're going to do now. So, Enforcer. I do want to also... Sorry, we're not going to do that now. We're going to do that in a second. This series went live a couple of weeks ago. Series episode 1, episode 2 have absolutely flown off the shelf, and they were the boring episodes. They were the episodes where Aura's yabbing and I don't get to say much. So thank you guys for watching those videos. I did get a couple of comments, and while we're still a small channel, I do want to give you your airtime. So, Happy Canadian, welcome in. Thanks for the helpful video. You were going to make another attempt at this game. Well, let me know how you're getting on, mate. I do hope, if you've obviously tried it before, the new tutorial and the new direction it gives you with these activities and things, it should help you focus on a direction. And also Matthew Hurley, similar comment. You keep thinking EVE Online might be the game for you. Maybe you'll give it another go. It's worth giving it another go. It is. They've changed a lot. If you do get through the tutorial and all 5 career agent missions, which we're going to do in this playthrough, then the world is your oyster, literally. You can go and do anything. I would recommend, though, if you are going to go and do anything, try and find an actual player-run corporation that does the same thing. If you like mining, find a corporation that runs some mining operations. There are channels you can find. If you just have a Google for EVE forums and have a look around for recruitment, you will find some sort of new player-friendly mining corporations. They'll cover you with starter ships. They'll tell you what skills to train. You go out in a fleet, they will give you massive boost to your yield. You don't need to go anywhere because you just jettison your cargo. Somebody else comes along and scoops it up, and they'll transport it away. And you get a share of whatever you make during that operation. Always a good way to start. People with like-minded ideas. Exploration is another one. You can do that as a group. That's kind of a solo vibe, though. I like the exploration, and we'll be doing a video on that later on as well, just to cover the basics of scanning, because it is a bit of a funky one and the tutorial's not great. Right, let's go. Enforcer. Let's take first mission. What are you going to say? You're going to give me clear the pirates from the asteroid belt, make sure to keep target within weapons range, trying to give them stationary target. We're going to get a gatling gun and some antimatter charges to go in said gatling gun as well. We will accept that. Now then, question is, it wants us to put the civilian gatling on. We can probably do this in the venture. What other ships have we got? In fact, before I do that, let me redeem my items. Otherwise, you guys will be going, you keep missing stuff. There we go. We did get biology. Let's inject that skill. That means I can now train biology if I want to. I got a free skill book for logging in today. There's daily login rewards, and it was a skill book today. For this mission, you'll need a specific module fitted. When changing modules, make sure you still have a weapon fitted before you undock. So it does want me to unfit one of these miners because it's only got 2 turret hardpoints, and fit in the civilian gatling gun, which is pants. But I did want to look at what other ships have we got. We've got the Heron, which is our explorer. We've got the Badger, which is a bit of a cargo hauler. And we've got the Ibis, which is the basic bitch starter ship. I suppose we can do it in that, can't we? Right, let's make active. I won't bother unfitting the Venture. I'll leave the Venture with what it's got. What we will do, drop that on there. Let's give you a little afterburner so at least we can get within close range. I don't think there's anything else we need. These are all civilian rubbish things. Mining upgrade. Yeah, the core probes and the launcher we won't need for this. So just one civilian gatling gun. All right, let's see if we can take care. This should be very basic, this mission, he says. We'll soon find out. Okay, water site. So we're going to a little dead space site. We have one gun. The range is sort of 5,000. And we've got a speed booster. Our shield, we've got 220, 138 armor, 201 structure hit points. I'm just going to right click here, set default orbit distance. It's at 5,000. That's fine. That's within range of the gun. Right, let's go and see how many we need to deal with. This has got a drone bay, actually. We could have brought a hobgoblin with us if we really wanted to. I think these will be dead easy to deal with, though. So let's just wait for it to finish warping. There we go. Now I can set it to orbit. I can't target it yet. It's not in range, but let's speed up. I'll take some coffee while we get close. Still in the rookie channel as well. Oh, what was that mail? Actually, what was this mail? Start your next chapter with us. There you go, you see. Little bit of what we do. English speaking. What we can offer. How to join. They've got a home page. So there you go. There's a corporation looking for new players. They also remind you can get 1 million free skill points. We're in range to target now. By using their recruit a friend link. Again, if you've not found one, there's one on Quill18's YouTube. There's one on Preach Gaming's YouTube as well. I don't have one because I don't plan on playing this long term. If I do, it's one of those games you'll never get another video out of me on this channel if I start playing EVE online long term. It is a time sink, as most MMOs are. As you will know. Again, guys, let me know, those of you that are thinking of maybe trying EVE Online again, what you have actually been playing. Whether you're like me and you've been a World of Warcraft fan for a bit and fallen out because there's no content, or other games, you know. I'm always interested to know what people are thinking, what they've been playing, why they're thinking of maybe moving on. This game is chill, though. It can be. The majority of things I do in this game are chill. I don't do PvP. I can get ganked a couple of times, but if I die, I die. Hey, so be it. Right, we have more hostiles to deal with. Let's lock onto these two boys. We'll go to orbit 1. Let's bot the speed booster back on. There is a wreck there, but it contains nothing. It is empty. There's no box in the middle, so I don't need to worry about collecting anything from that one. Just make sure we've got the right one targeted. You can see which one's targeted by the little arrows going around it. So we want to be on that one. We can now start shooting, I reckon. Knock off the speed boost. We'll get rid of this boy, and then we'll get ready to target the next one. Now, if we had two guns, we could focus them both on one target, or we could split the fire. One or the other. They're both within range. There we go. There's one. So that one's not dropped anything. That one's empty as well. I love the ship designs as well. I do like the Caldari ship. I think that's why I always start with Caldari. There you go, a bit of bonus. That one has got something in it. Let's go. We'll approach that one. We'll lock that one on. I'm just going to speed up. I would like to just empty this one. It might have something good. It may just be metal scraps. Either or is fine. We need to be within 2,500. There we go. Metal scraps we'll take. Okay, let's start orbiting this one. Wait to get within range again. Yeah, the Caldari, I don't know why. I think it's the starting area. I have a specific system, a nice little dead-end system that we'll go to after the career agent missions. And that's where I like to start my solo journey in EVE. And it's only like half a dozen jumps away from the main trade hub of Jitter as well. That's probably why I always start Caldari. But I do like to train the Galent ships for the freighters because they have the specific ore and mineral freighters that you can train as an alpha clone. And they work. When you get to the point of your skills are trained enough so you can actually make money from the ore by reprocessing it rather than just selling the raw ore, then you start swapping ships out and doing other things. Right, you are moving away. Let's just speed up and get a bit closer. There we go, back within range. Your toast, did you drop anything? No, you didn't. Is that it? Is that all of them done? That is all of them done. So it just wants us to dock. Again, if you're new, it's always worth hanging out in Rookie Help. I always just leave that open. I don't bother with local or corp. I just hang out in Rookie Help. Read these occasionally. You may get some tips. All right. Back to base. We'll take the second mission. This will give us an actual Gatling gun, not a civilian one. You notice this civilian one is doing... What is it doing damage-wise? 3.7 DPS. The civilian ones are trash. This next one we get that actually uses ammo, you'll see the difference. It will have a different range depending on the ammo, but it will also have different DPS as well.
Docking request accepted.
There we go. Complete your mission. Thank you very much. Right, next mission. What do you want us to do? Acquire these goods. Civilians. Right, so the Garistas have captured one of the miners and are demanding a hostage swap. They want the one responsible for their comrades' deaths. No idea you're a trained capsulator. Go teach them a lesson. So we're going to go into another dead space. We're going to get a Merlin this time, which is an actual small hybrid turret damage ship and shield resistant ship. So that will be a good fighter frigate shortly. We'll go and do this in the Ibis though, again. But what we'll do is we will go to ship fitting. We will... we may as well leave that on, I suppose. Let's go and put on the actual Gatling gun. Give him some ammo. And we want to put the rest of the ammo in our cargo hold. And let's go and undock. Mission 2. So what you'll see with this one, so we've got 200 ammo, so it's now going to do 9.4 DPS, and its range is still similar, so between 4 and 7,000. So we can keep our orbit at 5. Let's warp to the site.
Warp drive active.
Again, this should be a fairly basic mission. What have we got here today? This will have a reward, won't it? Claim all, 25,000 disc. Thanks, we'll have that. I'll try and remember to redeem that next next time we're at the base. Okay, we've got 3 to deal with. Just drop out of the warp. Start approaching. Boost the speed. We need to get within about, it's 27 to 28 kilometers, isn't it, before we can lock. This is also based on your skill as well. How many targets you can have locked and the distance that you can lock them. Again, is a skill in the tree that you'd want to possibly train up. We are likely to get skill books throughout these missions as well, just to train up shields and extra little things. Extra little Brucey bonuses. Right, yeah, we can target that one. There's another couple over here. They're staying about 30k away, so they're out of range at the minute. So we'll deal with this one on its own. We can start firing at about 7,000, so we'll start firing now. We may as well set them both off. This won't last long at all. You're dead. You do have... I'm going to go and approach you. Because you have got some loot, so we may as well take that. You don't have to. I always do. It's free stuff. It may be trash. It may just be some metal scraps, but... Right, now we can target these two that are coming in. We'll get both of them targeted. Again, you can click up here, or you can just control and click on the overview. This one's coming in hot. Let's start those firing on you. Get ready with a second one. Okay, get them both firing on you. We can now target these two. They've not dropped anything. They're empty wrecks, so let's go and get close to the next one. While we're doing that, let's just do a reload all. So right click. Not quite within range. We're getting there. Now we can probably set it off. There's that one taken care of, and this one. Like I say, they don't last long when you've got a proper gun rather than this civilian gatling gun, but we may as well use both of them. Okay, you dropped some goodies. Let's go and open up you. And that's that mission done. It wants us to dock. That sun's bright, isn't it? The backdrop on this game is at, ooh, something decent. All right, we'll take both of those. We've got the civilians that we need for the mission. That requires drone sharpshooting. And what is this? This is a tracking link that we can equip to our ship. Improves the optimal range and tracking of all drones. Okie doke. We just want to go dock. We are done. I can right click, reload all while we're doing. We'll be swapping ships now anyway. We'll be getting into that that Heron for the next couple of missions, I'm sure. So they're nice, easy, these career agents. A good source of free ships, free skill books, and free ISK. Talking of, how are we for ISK? What have we got now? We're at 5.5 million. I mean, it's not going to break the bank, but I'll take it. It's not going to buy a lot, but to be fair, you can probably fit a venture out and buy the ship for maybe about 250k. So, you know, we've got plenty. Right, start conversation. Complete mission. Oh, it's the Merlin, sorry, not the Heron. We'll get the Merlin. We'll get 200k. Thank you very much. Next mission is what we're doing now. Okay, destroy the runner drone, receive the secret documents, report back to the agent. We are going to get 2 Gatling guns for accepting the mission, and we're going to get nearly 500k, minus tax 500k, for doing the mission. Excellent, and this will be mission 3 of 10. 3 of 10. Lovely. Right, what I do want to do, what have we got in here unseen? What's unseen? Oh, my ship, of course. Assemble ship. Make active. That is now our ship of choice. This one, right click. All I'm going to do, strip fitting. That'll take everything off it. And the ibis hanger. We want to take all of these, drop them into the item hanger. Right click. Let's just do a stack all. Keep things tidy. There's the metal scraps. They're not worth anything, but we can reprocess them and just get the minerals from them. Right, we need to go and get some secret documents. It's going to be in this system. We get 2 guns for accepting this, so we'll pop these onto the Merlin, the ship we've just got, and then we'll get loads of cash. I think at 25 minutes, that'll do for this video, folks. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch these videos. Again, guys, if you are enjoying, please drop a thumbs up on them. A lot of you have been doing, so I do really appreciate that. It does massively help other people find these videos in their recommendations. If you're new around here, I'd love you to come and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.